Welcome to a question that won't let go. So the focus is on the idea that if a question keeps resurfacing, that maybe it's not a problem to solve, but a path to follow. Just invite you to begin by finding a comfortable position, allowing your body to settle in whatever ways feels supportive right now. Just feeling your breath, your inhale and exhale. Allowing each breath to take you more to your center. Just feeling the surface beneath you, holding you, reliable and steady. You don't need to do anything right now, just be. You can gently close your eyes or soften your gaze. Just feel again into your inhale and exhale. Now, in the quiet of your inner space, can you invite a question that's been lingering in your life? It might start with, should I, or why, or what if. There's no need to analyze it or judge it. Just allow a question to arrive. And let this question sit in your awareness like a gentle visitor. And you say the question quietly in your mind. Can you allow yourself to feel its shape? Its presence? I invite you to ask yourself, where do I feel this question in my body? Does it live in your chest, in your heart, in your throat, in your belly? Just see if you can observe with kindness and compassion where this question resides in your body. And can you notice the sensations that this question brings up? Maybe there's tightness, warmth. Maybe there's a hollow ache. Again, just be with yourself with kindness. As you sit with this question, what feelings does it bring up? Confusion, longing, anxiety, hope. See if you can allow yourself to just breathe into whatever arises for you. There's nothing to fix here, just only to feel. Can you let your feelings flow without needing them to change? Now, if you can, please gently bring your awareness to the history of this question. When did it first arrive in your life? Can you remember a time that it spoke especially loudly, or when you tried to silence it? And there's no need to search really hard, just trust whatever surfaces. Now, if you'd like, you can ask yourself softly, what's at stake in this question? What am I longing to gain? What am I afraid of losing? What values or needs are asking to be seen? Can you let yourself rest here and let your question be more of a guide to you? You might imagine this question as a wise companion walking beside you, not demanding answers, but offering insight through its presence. If your question were a teacher, what might it be revealing about who you are or what you might need? Let's take a breath and allow yourself to listen, not for solutions, but for sensations, images, or subtle shifts. Now gently return to your inhale and exhale, noticing how you feel emotionally, physically. You may not have an answer, and that's totally fine. The gift here is in the presence that you offered yourself and to the rest of us. Your willingness to stay, to listen to yourself, to honor what matters to you. As we close, if it feels supportive, you can place a hand over your heart and whisper to yourself, I can live this question gently. I can trust what unfolds. I can live this question gently. I can trust what unfolds. Just gradually, as you're ready, you can open your eyes and bring with you whatever emerged, knowing that what's unanswered carries a truth that's very, very meaningful. We'd love to hear from you, either in chat or out loud. What came up for you? Seeing contemplative looks on your faces. Saw grief and loss. That's been coming up for you lately, Saul. Yeah. How long have you been feeling grief and loss more intensely?
It's good that you qualified that. More intensely, last 2 weeks.
Just feeling this tenderness in my heart for you, Saul.
Okay.
Valerie, from tension to a more peaceful place. Mm. Shretha's looking very, very contemplative. You willing to say something?
I'm feeling a lot of like heaviness with my question and just don't know. Like I really have no idea the answer and it feels quite urgent. So I sat with it yesterday too during our ACL meeting and really nothing is coming to me. So yeah, it feels really I'm appreciating both yesterday and today the idea that the question is more important than the answer or something like that generally. And
Mm-hmm.
also feel a bit impatient with that. So I'm like, what does that mean? But also, okay, fine. To some degree, I understand, I guess. But
I'm glad that you can just voice your frustration and impatience. It's like this question needs an answer urgently. And I see this, it's kind of like acceptance on your face. Okay, I don't have an answer immediately. And I think it's good for all of us here and those of us who are going to be watching or listening on YouTube that, yeah, it can be really, really frustrating to have a pressing question and to instead sit with the idea that the question may be more important in guiding us than having an immediate answer. Matthias, I feel similarly about my question. Elizabeth, what are your thoughts?
I have the same question, but no answers, and it feels kind of frustrating and a bit stressing as well. And it feels also a little bit grief in it.
Mm,
So it is a mixture of a bit of a roller coaster. Yeah.
mm, I'm just sitting with all of you saying, I want an answer. This is hard, not having an answer. What are you thinking, Phyllis?
My question was, am I enough to be allowed to stay in my family, which makes me feel very vulnerable. And um, and I guess what comes up is I need to learn to trust. And I'm not sure what the trust is. It's either me or them, but it's it's hard to shake.
In the meditation, I was talking about or asking about the history of this question. And this has been there's a long history behind this question for you, Phyllis. Yeah. I love the answer. Trust.
Easier said than done.
Yes,
Feels very vulnerable.
it's very vulnerable, and it's very vulnerable and brave for you just to state, this is my question. And it's going to touch people who you don't know. Your courage in just stating, this is my question, and it's really vulnerable. Feel like saying anything, Isabel, before we wrap up?
Yes, well, you know, the promise of that this question can come true. I probably had two questions in my life. How do I bring myself, my inside out? And that came about in a unexpectedly and through a little bit of pain, a lot of pain, but it came anyways. And the other one was, how could I be of service? And it took a death. It took it took some just not thinking, but going with my gut and following, even if I didn't, even if I didn't know what was the outcome of it. And this last question, I guess I don't know how to. It's starting to form, but it's like you know it's not how or should, like it's what if I could feel capable enough to to um to help to I don't know what that is exactly, but it's, and that meditation that you did about the future self, well, that's the part that comes actually sort of beside me. That's the question, but it's so it doesn't have the tension. It's like, what if you know you could feel capable, you could come forward and do these things. And so, yeah.
May I suggest a different angle to the question, Isabel?
Sure.
Rather than what if I feel capable, maybe what are the ways that I have been capable, and what are the ways that I haven't felt capable, so that you're looking at it
Oh,
differently.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What if and what is okay. Okay,
How
thank you.
have? How
How
have?
have
Yeah.
I? Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Thanks everyone for being here. And I just really appreciate each one of you for showing up so
Mm,
regularly, and appreciate comments from those of you on YouTube.
mm,
So thank you for being with me. Oh, I want to say next week, Christina's going to be leading the meditation. So please come and be with her. You know that she's awesome. I'm going to be going to New Orleans for a conference.